back in Columbus this weekend. Of course, you're at the spring game yesterday. You're here today working with some kids at this camp. Just what's it been like being back in Columbus a couple weeks before the NFL draft?
Yeah, it's going great. Be able to go back and spend some time with my former teammates at the spring game. Get to see some guys I used to look up to now in the NFL. Now that I'll be part of the NFL, it's crazy. And just to come back and get back to the community, get back to the kids that look up to me. So it's been a great weekend.
What was the spring game like yesterday? What did you think of what you saw out there?
Well, it looked great. I mean, defense looked really well. I'm excited for the quarterbacks. Of course, there's always room for improvement. But as far as just being able to see them guys compete again and see guys like Ben and Austin, guys that I went in class with, to go out there and compete, it was a lot of fun.
I know, but when you got there, you kind of said something to Justin Fields. He was coming off the bus, watched him downtown. Just what was your advice for him?
I don't know if I can disclose that information, but I told Justin to just soak it all in and that, you know, being a quarterback at Ohio State is something different. So just appreciate the moment and be ready for it.
Got less than 2 weeks to go now until the NFL draft. Does it hit you that your dream of playing in the NFL is about to come true?
Probably won't hit me until I get that phone call, and then after the phone call, I'll probably realize that just happened. But as far as it's approaching pretty fast. I'm ready for it to get over with, and I'm looking forward to it.
I know that you visited with a couple teams recently, Redskins, Broncos, I believe, Raiders, Dolphins, met with you here. Just what's it been like going through the process, getting to know all these people from NFL teams?
Yeah, a couple more visits up before the draft, and a lot of good flight miles. So it's just been a lot of fun to meet former greats like Elway and Marino and Doug Williams, and meet guys like that of that caliber, and for them to give me advice, I think that I could be like them one day. So it's been a great experience, and I appreciate Ohio State for getting me ready.
What is the process when you're flying back and forth? Does it wear on you, or does it kind of help that you've played football and you're kind of used to the long hours and lots of travel?
I don't think nothing compares to getting ready for the draft how it does in college, but just to be able to have the opportunity to get drafted is something amazing, and you know, I gotta make sure I get a lot of first-class seats.
What's next on your schedule? What do you still have to do between now and the draft next week?
I got a couple more team visits. I got a couple events to go attend, and I'll be in Nashville for a couple stuff with Old Spice. But I'll be home for the draft, and I'm looking forward to it.
Which teams are you still going to visit?
I go visit New York, and I think that's about it as far as our team visits. Got a couple more stuff to do, but it'll be good.
Yeah, you mentioned you're going to be watching the draft at home with your family. Coach Day said earlier this week that was something you had planned all along. What went into your decision to stay at home and watch the draft with your family?
Yeah, I mean, of course, as a kid, you watch the draft and see everybody go, and that looks amazing, looks like fun. But I knew as soon as I declared that I was going to be at home for the draft, and I'm just looking forward to having my friends that have been with me since the day I played football, to cousins and uncles and aunts and nieces and nephews that have been there for me since the day one, and only get so many tickets for the draft, so I was just able to extend my family and be able to share the moment with them.
About how many people are you expecting at that draft party?
Close to about 100 people, so a lot of people for sure.
Coach Day or anyone from Ohio State going to be there?
I invited Coach Day, so we'll see if he comes. Of course, Brendan White and Chase Young and Keandre Jones used to be a former Ohio State football players at Maryland now, and I don't know about the schedule. I got to ask Coach Mick if some teammates can come, but we'll see what happens. Is
the party going to be at your house or somewhere else? Or
no, we're going to get some bowling in. That's where we're going to be at Beaumont Lanes in Rockville. We're going to do some bowling. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And that's in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to you to kind of have been through this process with your family, with your teammates, and to be able to share that moment with the people who've helped you get here?
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing moment. You know, I can't put into words how many people have helped me along the way. And for me, the biggest thing is trying to share a moment with them. And it'll be selfish of me to just go to the draft and only invite my mom and my dad and my sister and my girlfriend, and that's the only people I get to go. So got a lot of friends and uncles and cousins and mentors that's going to be there. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great time.
What are the biggest things you've learned from the NFL draft process?
Biggest thing I learned from the NFL draft process is that you can't pay attention to the outside noise. And there's going to be a lot of stuff out there that you're going to grab your attention, and you can't worry about it. And you know, I did my part on and off the field, and I'm looking forward to hearing my name called.
Is there anything that surprised you about this process? Anything maybe you didn't expect?
Surprisingly, nothing that I wasn't anticipating or had prepared for. Combine is a combine. It's long, it's grueling, it's a long experience, and then pro day is fun. The biggest thing I just surprisingly didn't expect was just the variety of personalities that you'll experience with coaches and GMs and owners and quarterback coaches. And they're all great guys, but it's a wide scale of people.
When you're back in Ohio Stadium yesterday and you're back in here today, what kind of memories does that bring back for you?
Yeah, man, I was in the stadium, like, man, I should have came back for another year, but you know, I just know that no matter what, I always have a home here, and I can come back and enjoy myself and be a part of something special. And that's our brotherhood, as you seen on the halftime. All those fun guys came on the field, and we shared that moment together. It was crazy. In high school and college, I looked up to guys like Zeke and Braxton, and now I'm right in their shoes. So it's crazy.
Even though you might have those moments of nostalgia, are you still just like, I'm so glad I'm ready to go to the NFL right now?
Yeah, of course, everyone, the end goal is to be a professional athlete, and of course, that's where you want to be when you play football, and hopefully one day in the Hall of Fame. So I'm definitely glad that I had the opportunity to go do that, and I don't regret it at all.
Obviously, the quarterbacks who are here now, Justin and Matt, it's a little different situation. Last year, they kind of told you guys at the end of spring you were going to be the starter because they had to give Joe an answer. Coach Day is saying, you know, those guys are going to continue to compete into the summer. So what's kind of your advice to those guys to how they approach that continued competition?
Yeah, both of those guys are going to play during the season. So, you know, I've been in a lot of meetings, a lot of practices, and just being able to talk to them and pick their brain, and they let them pick my brain. And, you know, it's a never-ending process of getting better. And they're going to have to learn the offense. It's going to take a full offseason to learn it, and they're all just getting the ropes of everything right now. But I'm there to help them out as much as I can.